During the first line of defense, also known as the nonspecific response, involves barriers that stop pathogens from entering the body. During the first line of defense, a nonspecific response occurs when innate immunity goes to work on as a wild pathogen appears.
Oh, let's go, baby.
The battle to get inside the body begins. Skin, use protect. Pathogen, use rampage. That shows how the skin blocks the pathogen from getting in, but other nonspecific responses occur. A wild pathogen appears. Pathogen, use tackle. Skin, counter with waterfall. This video shows how tears, mucus, and sweat work by wiping off pathogens off the skin. However, pathogens still find a way in and will enter the body. A wild pathogen appears. Pathogen, use quick attack. Skin, use protect. Counter fails. The second line of defense, also known as the inflammatory response, occurs when there is a cut in the skin where pathogens enter the body.
For the second line of defense, also known as the inflammatory response, there is a cut in the skin where a pathogen enters. Oh yeah!
With that cut of the skin, mast cells swarm the cut and release histamines.
Kobe!
These histamines signal capillaries to dilate and release platelets, which heal and clot the cut.
Platelets out.
Also, histamines signal macrophages to eat any pathogen that enters the body throughout that cut.
Come to me.
Hell no!
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out! RKO out of nowhere! The third line of defense, also known as the specific immune response, occurs when antigens are in the fluids and cells of our bodies. First, a macrophage engulfs the antigen.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. No.
The macrophage breaks down the antigen with enzymes called lysozymes. The antigen is now dead. The macrophage keeps a part of the antigen with its MHC, where a helper T cell binds to the MHC, recognizing the shape of the antigen.
I understand.
That helper T cell creates two responses, the humoral response and the cell-mediated response. For the humoral response, the helper T cell binds to the B cell, which is a white blood cell, also known as a B lymphocyte.
Let me show you the way.
The B cell now reproduces, forming many plasma cells. The B cell can now produce antibodies to bind to the sites of many antigens with that same shape, recognized from the helper T cells. This antigen was binded to an antibody that signals macrophages to engulf this antigen. From the multiplication of B cells for this antigen, memory B cells are made for the next time this antigen appears. For the cell-mediated response, the helper T cell binds to the T cell, also known as T lymphocytes and killer T cells.
Go kill every cell with this, my son.
Yes, Dad.
The killer T cells now multiply into memory T cells if this antigen reappears into the future. The killer T cells also multiply more killer T cells to kill any infected body cell with this antigen, with enzymes that create pores breaking down the cell.
I see. It infected what I see. Die.
I'm John the T helper cell, and this is Lark the antigen.
I'm Casey Roth, and I was the pathogen and everything else.
I'm Josh Simons, and I was the narrator and the producer.
God.
Skin. Counter with waterfall. This video shows how tears, mucus, and sweat.
With that cut of the skin, mast cells swarm the cut and release histamines.
Kobe! Kobe! That was bad.
These histamines signal capillaries to dilate and release platelets, which heal and clot the cut. Cut.
Tyler, it's a part of it!
Also, histamines signal macrophages to eat any pathogen that enters the body throughout that cut.
Come to me! I can't. Okay,
Is now dead. Bind to the sites of antigens with that same shape from recognize the helper. Oh crap.
She doesn't have that.
Go kill every cell with this, my son.
Yes, Dad. Oh, I didn't record that whole thing. You know? No! You weren't supposed to hold it down?
No!
It just started afterwards.
I'm Josh Simons, and I was the narrator and the producer.
Randy Orton strikes again.